Hello everyone, it's Nora Sunstrider here with a very important instructional video. Today I will be telling you how to appropriately react to a wipe. Now, wiping means that every member of your raid or party dies, causing the boss to reset. It is important to remember that a wipe is indeed the end of the fucking world. Wiping causes super high repair bills and a stressful corpse run, which involves you walking for miles and miles until you finally get back to the boss. So how do we react to such a dreadful event? You have two options. Your first option is to simply leave and find a better group, but before you leave, you need to help the shitty group you're in to get better. Now, people don't learn unless you make yourself very, very clear. I suggest typing a strong statement in instance chat before you leave. This should be in caps to grab people's attention. I suggest something inspiring and motivational, like learn to play noobs or you guys are all fucking shit, because that will get them thinking about the dire mistakes they've made, and they will look into becoming better players. Make sure that as soon as you've typed your farewell message, you leave the group instantly. You don't want people to be able to respond. Confrontation is your worst enemy. Your second option is to find out what is wrong with the group and then eliminate the problem. If you are in a 25-man group, there are 24 possible problem-causing players. Number 25 is yourself, so that's obviously not an option. Don't be ridiculous. First of all, look at the DPS. Scroll down all the way to the bottom of your recount to find the lowest DPS. The top DPS shouldn't interest you. High damage should be taken for granted. If you are not the leader and don't have the power to kick low DPS, you can try bullying them out of the group and make them leave. Inspect them, look at their gems, enchants, glyphs, and then find something wrong with them. Did they go for the cheaper weapon enchant? Does their gem give them 120 intellect instead of 160? Now that you have found this substantial flaw, rub it in their fucking face. And don't whisper to them. You want everyone in the group to know that this person is the worst player of planet Azeroth. I also suggest getting an add-on which shows you their item level. That way you can say that you have an alt of the same class with the same spec and same item level who does a lot more DPS than them. Next we can look at the healers. Obviously if you die it means that you weren't receiving enough healing. If the HPS is high you can accuse them of focusing on the wrong target, or you can attack their class altogether. Say something like, OMFG, priests are the shittiest healers nowadays, or this fight is clearly not meant for pally healers. And don't forget to generalize your ass off. Also, look at their mana. If their mana is constantly high, you can say that they're AFK and not doing their job. If it's constantly low, you can accuse them of not being able to keep their mana in check and overhealing on the wrong targets. Now for the tanks. This is a little more difficult as the recount plays less of a role, but you can always blame them for not holding aggro or taunting at the incorrect number of stacks. Don't forget to criticize their HP too. Talk about how your tank has over 1 million hit points and how squishy they are in comparison. I suggest calling them a so-called paper tank and accusing them of not being able to take a lot of damage without dying. If you want to make your group feel really bad about themselves, and remember, this is all for a learning purpose, say things like, wow, I have never been in a group who wiped on this boss. You can also accuse players of having bought their characters nowadays where that's possible. Tell them to uninstall the game and don't forget to call every single one of them a noob. So let's get rid of all the low DPS, the healers who can't keep you alive, and the squishy ass paper tanks. Now all you have left is the super pro superior players, and there you go. There's the boss. Have fun soloing it, you fucking elitist cunt. Excuse me? Anyway, I hope I could teach you a valuable lesson as to how you should react to a wipe. And I hope you enjoyed this little rant. If you have any suggestions, please comment below and I will see you next video. Bye bye.